And we are once again to Slime Isekai Memories. Today, we are continuing Octagram and the Millennium Mage Part 1/Part 2. Today, we are doing Part 2 of the Frieren collab. So, last time, Frieren, Fern, and Stark were all transported to the Slime World, or Tensura World, whatever you want to call it. And we were taking out Magical Beast from the time-space portal, whatever you want to call that. Also, I just wanted to say, I've been watching Frieren, and it's a really good show. I'm enjoying it. I'm a little bit more than halfway through the first season, and I really enjoy Frieren and the other characters and the adventures they go on while traveling to their destination. Growing Rift Part 2. Alright, same team.
強大な魔力の接近を感知しました。ここは通してもらう。
But yeah, everything I've seen from Frieren so far still hasn't shown me the same level of power as in Slime. Like, I am interested to see how the power scaling goes later on in the series, because I have heard of some crazy things going on. But yeah, this early on to the show, they really haven't shown too much impressive stuff. Found Menace Outskirts, and we got another battle in the forest.
Rimuru-san, 裂け目から何か出てきましたけど。
Warrior and Mage Duos, Part 1. I'm guessing Doom is going to be the warrior for the slime side. Or no, it's probably going to be Yume and Mulan. And then it's probably going to be Stark, Fern? Or it's going to be Stark and Frieren. I would imagine it would be Stark and Fern. And then maybe Rimuru with Frieren, or Rimuru with Masayuki? Those are all the combinations I can think of. There would be one extra mage that wouldn't make a duo. But yeah, I have no idea what duos they're gonna make. I'll take out the remaining ones in one go. Zotrak. She's firing those spells so quickly. They've all been wiped out. That takes care of that. But more importantly, where did the rift go? Notice, I have confirmed that the rift in space-time has begun moving. Judging from the direction, I assume that it's heading towards Ingrassia. First Foul Menace, now Ingrassia. It seems to gravitate towards populated areas. Or could that be a coincidence? You really saved us just now. Seriously, I owe you so much for everything that you've done. Don't sweat it. I'm just glad that we made it on time. So who are these people? They really had our backs in that battle. Ah, right. Let me introduce them to you. They are... I see. So you landed here from another world, huh? That sounds tough. Yeah, and we keep running into these so-called magical beasts. Ha ha ha. You say that even though you displayed masterful skills as a warrior earlier. I gather that you learned that fighting style from someone, right? Yeah, my master used to really work me hard. I feel like it would be cute to see them bond over very tough masters. Yume has trained with Hikaru a bunch of times to get as good as he has, and still has to train with him occasionally, while Stark has Aizen, which was also a pretty tough master. Oops! I forgot that you're royalty! Apologies for talking to you so casually! Yeah, he still has trauma from kind of talking to one of the royals like that in Frieren, where one of the royals threatened to have him executed for talking so casually. But because the situation they were in, he kind of just allowed it, because Stark rescued the royal. But normally, I guess that is something that happens if you speak too casually to a royal. Nah, don't worry. You saved my country together with Master Rimuru. I consider myself indebted to you. Phew! So the magic you two were wielding, that must be from another world, correct? That would be the case. It was very fascinating. I never would have imagined there could be magic that was so specialized in offense. Honestly, it's not that complicated. It's just ordinary offensive magic, after all. But it was incredible how rapidly you fired that magic. You're a very impressive mage for someone so young. Thank you. It's all because Miss Frieren taught me. No, it's because you worked hard at it, Fern. It's not because of me. I honestly can't thank you enough, Miss Frieren. So then, can I stay here for a while to study their magic? I'm very grateful to you, but that's a different story. Heh. What a wonderful teacher-student relationship you two have. Mir, was it? You're interested in Zoltrak. Yes, I spent most of my life studying magic, but I've never seen anything like that. I see. Well, I'm also interested in the magic of this world. So can you teach me about that? I'd be more than happy to. And you can teach me about your world's magic in return? Of course. Both Frieren and Mir's eyes have lit up. I guess when you're a big magic nerd, you can understand one another even if you come from different worlds. Miss Frieren, I hate to interrupt, but shouldn't our current priority be going after the rift in space-time? Don't worry, I won't be long. It'll only take a little while. Huh. We'd better do something before it's too late. Hey now, they're just having an interdimensional cultural exchange. She said it won't be long, so I'm sure it'll be fine. When Miss Frieren says it won't be long, you can't trust her. That's right. We could end up staying here for years if she has her way. For years? That's way too long, even for me. Sorry, Frieren, but can you save the magic talk for another time? We really need to follow that rift. What? Aw. She's making that cute face, like literally when she's so happy about doing something with magic, like getting a new grimoire. or getting a item or something that she really enjoys. It's so cute. But yeah, I don't know why Rimuru is so against having them staying for years. I mean, they're just basically guests. And Frieren really hasn't done anything to be like, oh, I really need to get this girl out of my hair before she stays for too long. Such visible disappointment! Yum, shall we? Yeah, it wouldn't feel right if we just sent them off after they risked their lives for our country. Huh? What is it? Great Rimuru, may I join you on your search for this rift in space-time? I promise I won't get in your way. It's only natural that we repay the favor, so count me in too. Isn't he the king of his country? So isn't that a very bad thing for him to leave? Now, she's the queen and shouldn't have as many royal duties as Yum, because Yum is leading the country, while the queen is usually doing like social parties to keep up like social status for the king and queen and their family. But with Yum there, I don't think they really need to do like parties or anything, so the queen really doesn't need to be doing anything. So she can go on this little adventure. That would be great, but are you sure? Of course! Is what I would like to say, but I can't leave my country in the midst of all this chaos. Yes, you need to reassure the people with your presence. In the meantime, I'll make sure to repay our debt to Great Rimuru and the others. Besides, I'm curious to learn about how magic works in their world too. I'm pretty sure that's the real reason. To tell the truth, I'd like to come along. Yeah, I mean, he already mentioned he wants to go along, so why is he having to mention it again? Yum? But I'm the king, so I'm staying put. Mir, I'm counting on you. Yes, leave it to me. Thanks. And just to be safe, I'll dispatch some of my personnel to Found Menace while you're away, Mir. So, where did our rift go? Towards a nation called Ingrassia. It's one of the biggest countries in our world. Ingrassia. Maybe I should go see the Grand Master if I have the time. But as things are right now, the same thing that happened to Found Menace may occur in Ingrassia. In that case, I might have to ask for your help, Masayuki. Is that okay with you? Me? I hope it won't come to that. But I can't turn down a request from you, Rimuru. I'll do whatever I can. Good. Then Mir will join us, and we'll head to Ingrassia. We'll probably encounter some magical beast on the way, but let's deal with them as quickly as possible. Alright. Warrior and Mage Duos, Part 2. It really didn't say much about Warrior and Mage Duos. I thought they were gonna say something like, that's such a good combination, having a Warrior and a Mage. I was really expecting the duos to be put on different teams or something like that. Like they were gonna go hunt some magical beast or something like that. Because it feels weird that they called it like Warrior and Mage Duos, but yet nothing about that really pointed to any warrior and mages. Like, I guess because Yume is a warrior and Mulan is a mage, so they're a duo. But that could also be said about Stark and Fern. Ruler of the Rift, Part 1. So maybe original enemy? I'm really hoping. Throughout our journey to Ingrassia, Frieren and Mir were passionately talking about magic. Wow! You even have magic like that? I've never really looked into the less practical ones. Well, it's my hobby to collect impractical magic. But like I thought, you really have a deep knowledge of magic, Mir. Perhaps you're more of a famous mage than you're putting on. No, you're giving me too much credit. All I did was study magic in the middle of nowhere. But speaking of well-known mages, I suppose that the most famous one in Falmenis would be Razin, the chief sorcerer. Razin? He was once a court mage in Falmoth before Yume sparked a revolution, so they used to be adversaries, but... Congratulations on your ascension to the throne, King Yume. I hereby pledge to dedicate myself to your highness and the kingdom of Falmenis. It's reassuring to know that the hero, Razin, the margin of wisdom, is on our side. But just know that I will show no mercy if you ever betray me. And I highly doubt he would ever want to betray Yume, because Diablo was the one supporting Yume. Basically, Razin, the priest, and the old king are under Diablo's control, because he kind of saved them after Xion destroyed their bodies and turned them into goop. So they were having that horrible experience of living like that for probably a few days until Diablo fixed them back up, which was probably also another terrible experience to be goop and then become a normal person again. I'm pretty sure Diablo put some kind of mind control thing in them, so they can't ever not listen to his orders, or if they do, or even think about betraying Diablo, then they will die, or something worse would happen. So yeah, they can't betray Yume, which is them betraying Diablo. I understand that perfectly. This life that you spared shall be used for good. Great. I'll be counting on you. Razin continues to serve Falmenis earnestly to this day. So he remains loyal to his country despite there being a new king. Are there no countries like that for you, Frieren? I'm not sure. Countries change and perish over time. I guess all I want to do is to continue to collect interesting grimoires like I am now. Grimoires? In that case, I recommend you visit the Royal Library in Ingrassia. They have a large collection of various grimoires there. The Royal Library, huh? Sounds interesting. I'm happy that you have something to look forward to, but it will have to wait, at least until we deal with this rift situation. I know. You're so responsible. You almost seem like Frieren's mother or something. I'm actually a lot older than her, though. Heh. Well, I guess our visit to the library will have to wait for some other day. In the meantime, could you settle for this grimoire instead? Wow.
どんな魔法が
What
書い
kind
て
of
ある
magic
の？
does it describe?
土魔法に関
It's
す
a
る魔導書
grimoire
で
of
すね。
earth magic.
あ
If you
な
were
たの
to
来た
apply
世
it to
界
the
の魔
magic
法
of
みたい
your
に言う
world,
と、落とし穴から
you
抜
should
けら
be
れ
able
な
to
くなる
learn
魔
things like a
法。
spell that keeps
とか
someone
が
stuck
学べるはず
inside of
で
a
す。
pit.
おっかない魔法だ。
That sounds scary.
私たちの国を守ってくれ
This
た
is
お
for
礼です。
saving our country.
世界観
Please
交流も
accept it
含め
as
て
a form of cultural
受け取って
exchange
ください。
between our worlds.
わかった。
Thanks.
ありがた
I'll
く
make
読
sure
ませ
to
ても
read
ら
it
うよ。
thoroughly.
あ、そろそろ
Oh,
イングラシアに
there's
着きますよ。
Ingrassia. Wow! What is this place? It's way bigger than I imagined. Yeah, since Yuki has been bringing modern day stuff to the slime world with all of his ideas, they don't have any cities, as far as I've seen in their show, like this. Like, this is a bigger city than I think most fantasy animes have. And plus, with some of these buildings, which are technologically advanced, I'm sure they're even more impressed by the buildings.
確かに見事な繁栄ぶりだね。
It sure looks like it's thriving.
王
I
立
bet
図
the
書
Royal
館とやら
Library
も
is
かな
amazing.
り期待できそうだな。
She's doing the pouting face again. She's like, she is never getting to that library, or then we are never getting out of here.
わかっているよ。
I know.
すぐには行
I'm
かない
not
から
going
大
there
丈夫
just
だよ。
yet, so don't worry.
あ、僕は
Oh,
グラマスに挨拶し
I
てき
should
ま
go
すね。
see the Grandmaster first.
ああ了解
Sure thing.
よろしく言ってお
Give
いて
him
くれ
my regards.
さて
Now
お
then,
目当ての裂け目はあ
there's
そ
the
こだな
rift that we're after. I just wonder, is that Masayuki's exit from the story? Because Rimuru said that he might need him later. So I really do hope that he comes back.
かなり都市に近づいた場
It's
所に
quite
あるね。
close to the city.
ま
I
た
can
群れを
only
なして
imagine the
現れたら
mess it'd
面倒
cause
だ。
if another horde were to emerge from it.
ようやくだ。
I finally have the power of the
この
rift in
叫
my
びの
hands.
力をこの手
Now
の内に
everything shall
収め
fall my way.
もう我が思うがまま。そろそろ頃合い
It's
だろう。
about time.
さ
Let us begin.
あ、始めようか。
国時空の
Notice,
裂け目より
I have
強
detected
大なエネルギー
magicals
を
of
検知しま
immense
した
power within the rift in space-time.
強大な反応だって
Immense power?
普通の魔
So
獣
it's
じゃ
not
ない
an
のか
ordinary magical beast.
なあ、
Hey,
また
isn't the
裂け目が
rift
で
getting
かくなって
bigger
ないか？
again?
そうですね。しか
Yes,
もかなりの
it's
速度で
growing at an alarming pace.
構えて。
Be
何
on
か出
guard.
てくるよ。
Something's coming out of it. Ah,
待ちに待った叫
I've
びの
waited so
外
long to be free,
どこもかしこも
but this place just
餌の
reeks of
匂いで満
humans.
ちている。
That's super disappointing if it's just a Carabus. Like, they really couldn't make an original enemy? Please tell me it transforms into an original form later on. But why can't it speak? Like, I know it has a lot of magic heals, but it's just a Carabus. And the original Carabus couldn't even talk.
なんだ？喋ったぞ。あの
The
一
biggest
番
one
でか
can
いの。
talk! Does Frieren know something?
知性があるってことは
If it has
あれが
intelligence,
裂け目を
then
操って
that
た
one
黒
might
幕
be
って
the
ことか
mastermind behind all this.
その反応からすると、
Judging from your
ああ
reaction,
いうものは
I assume these
時
creatures
空の
don't
裂け目
always
に
appear
毎
from
回現
rifts
れ
in
るわけではないん
space-time,
だね。
right?
ああ
Yeah,
初めてじゃないけど
it's not the first time something like this has happened, but it usually doesn't happen this often. So is this him talking about the other collabs? Because normally monsters don't come out of rifts in space-time when otherworlders come. So I would have to imagine he is talking about other collabs.
けど
I didn't expect we'd have to fight in Ingrassia. We sure found ourselves in a sticky situation.
リベルさん
Rimuru!
グラマス
I
のと
was
こに
heading
向かおう
towards
と
the
したら
Grand Master's place when suddenly something massive appeared in the sky. What's going on?
正行
Masayuki! Good timing.
俺たちが何とかする
Tell
って
Yuki that
勇
we'll
気に伝
handle
えて
this
くれ
thing.
わかりました
Sure thing.
その 僕も加
I
勢した
should
方がい
probably
い
be
ですかね
helping out, right?
ああ頼む
Yeah, I'd
俺たちが
appreciate
街の
that.
外は必ず
We'll
何と
handle
かする
things
から
outside of the
正
town.
行はイングラ
So
シア
go
の人
help
たち
out
を
with the
避難誘導を
evacuation
頼む
efforts.
はい
Right.
行け
Go,
我が輩か
my
よ
minions. Do not let a single human escape.
すで
Huh?
に分かれた
They split up into
二
two
方向からイ
groups.
ングラシアを
Are they
攻め
going to
る気か
attack Ingrassia from both sides?
私が親玉の相手
I'll
をする
take on their boss.
セロン
Fern,
とシュタルクは
Stark.
それぞれ
You
左
two
右
deal
に
with
分
the
かれた
groups
奴ら
that
をお願
went
い
to
す
the
る
left
よ
and right.
わかりました
Understood.
人使い荒すぎるだ
You're
ろ
asking way too much from me.
フェルンと
Wait,
スタルクだけで
You're
あの
going to
大
make
軍を
Fern
相手
and
させる
Stark
気か
take on the entire horde all by themselves?
現状それが一
As
番
it
手っ取り
stands,
早いからね
that's the quickest way to sort out this
大丈
mess.
夫
Don't
あの
worry,
子たちは強
they're
いよ
more than capable.
それに
Besides,
リムルも何
you've
かし
already
ら手を打
taken
って
some
いるん
measures
じゃない
too, right?
なんでそう思うんだ
Huh? What makes you say that?
魔力探知には自信があるんだ
I'm pretty good when it comes to detecting mana.
見透かされてたか
You knew, huh?
じゃあ私も行
Well
ってくる
then,
ね
I'll get started.
リムル様
Great
私たち
Rimuru,
もすぐに火星へ
we must get to the front lines.
あもちろんだ
Yeah, I
で
know,
もま
but
ず
we
は
need to
備えが必要
prepare
だ
first.
このまま俺たちが戦場に
If
行
we
っても
headed straight to the
完
front
全に街へ
lines,
の被害を
it'd be
抑えるのは
difficult to
難しいだろ
completely limit the damage inflicted on the city.
うだからミュウには結
That's
界
why
で
I
街を
want you
守っ
to
てほしい
protect the city with your
ハル
barrier,
スの侵攻から
just like that time you
テンペスト
prevented
の街を守
Falmouth
ってくれたよ
forces
うにな
from invading Tempest.
それは
To be honest, that
私
might
一
be
人
too
では
much for me to
正
handle
直
on my
荷が
own.
重いです
After all,
テンペ
I
ス
was
トを
only
守れ
able
た
to
のは
protect Tempest
シュナ様
because
の
Lady
力があ
Shuna
ってこそ
joined me.
大丈夫
Don't
手は
worry,
打ってる
I've got you covered.
私と一緒であれば
I'll help
絶
you
対
put
は
up
問
the
題なくあり
barrier,
ますよね
so please don't worry.
え
Huh?
どうしてここに
Why are you here?
魔獣には知性がないから
Magical
統
beasts
率
have
された
no
動きなんてし
intelligence,
ないはず
so they shouldn't be able to move in unison.
もし何者か
But
が
if
裏
someone
で
is
操ってい
pulling
ると
the
すると
strings,
ディアブロ
Diablo,
承知しました
understood.
頼んだぞ
I'm counting on you.
転ばぬ先の杖
Like
って
they
やつだ
say,
な
a stitch in
まあ
time
集
saves
めたみん
nine.
なが強すぎて
Well,
フリーレンには
Fririn
バレて
must
た
have
みたいだけど
noticed since you guys are so powerful.
リムル様
Great
兄貴の
Rimuru,
伝言です
my brother told me to tell you this.
また厄介ごとに巻き
I
込まれ
heard
て
that
る
you're
ようです
caught
ね
up in some mess again.
次からは最初に
Next
相談し
time,
てくださいよ
please allow me to assist you from the start.
とのことです
That's all. Haha,
後で悪い
I'll
って言っとくわ
apologize to him later.
俺はフリーレンの風に
Alright, I'll go join
夏のことは
Fririn.
頼んだぞ
You guys take care of the city.
承知しました
Understood.
リムル様ご分
I wish you all the best, Great Rimuru.
フリーレンが行け
If
っていう
Fririn's
くら
telling
い
me
だ
to
か
go alone,
らなんとか
then
な
it
るって
should
こと
mean
な
that
んだろ
I'm
う
strong
けど
enough to manage, but... What?
無理じゃね
This is impossible!
群れがこっちに突進
The
してきた
horde's charging at me! Take this!
そりゃ
There!
おりゃ
Take that!
って
There's no end to them. If only I had a little support. How admirable. Despite all the whining, you firmly held your ground. Ho ho! Showing fear in battle is a sign that you're not conceited. I see that you're quite a promising warrior. Huh? Who are you guys? Wait, are those horns on your head? Keep your eye on the enemy. We wouldn't want them to get any closer to the city. That's right. Warrior from another world. We'll fight alongside you. So go ahead and show off your skills to the fullest. Are you guys really on my side? He's thinking they're demons because in Frieren, demons have horns. And so he's suspicious of them. No, now's not the time for thinking.
そういう魔法を集めるのが私の趣味なんだよ。
Alright, now we have to battle in the kingdom of Ingrassia. Ruler of the Rift, Part 2. Now that the Oni are there, is Frieren gonna say anything about them? Like, just like Stark, is she gonna be like, demons, I must destroy, and then Rimuru has to get in the way between them? Or is Frieren just gonna be understanding? Because I'm still disappointed that Diablo was shown in this event. Rimuru or Diablo didn't mention anything about demons to like try and trigger Frieren or the others to get on alert. Or no misunderstanding between the groups. But it is kinda cool seeing the Oni team up with people from Frieren. I'm guessing the respective people are working with each other, so warriors like Benimaru and Hikaru are working with Stark. And does Fern need support? Who would she even work with? Maybe Shion? Because I don't think there's any specific mages in Tempest, like from the executives. Like Shuna's a priest. Shion's the only one that uses magic that I can think of. Maybe Diablo, but I don't think he would go with Fern. Fern and Stark, Part 1. They may be small fry, but dealing with so many is tiring. It's backbreaking work for this old man. You say that, but you're slicing them at breakneck speed. How the heck do you even move like that? Ho ho! I can train you if you're interested. Really? But first, we must deal with this situation we're facing. Perhaps if we take down the big one at the back, the rest of them will follow suit and give up. I'll make a path to their boss. Make a path? But how? Hell Flare! Black Flame? What a powerful technique! He took out so many enemies in the blink of an eye. The path is clear. I'll leave the rest to you. Huh? Me? You only wanted some support, right? With your strength, you should be able to take down their boss. Don't worry. If something unfortunate happens, We'll make sure to finish the task. So it means they're not gonna even come in to save him. They're only gonna come in if he dies. Then they'll finish up the task. What kind of encouragement is that? All I need is resolve. I'll finish this! Rah! I did it! Huh? What happened to those two from earlier? How stealthy do they have to be to disappear without a trace? Oh well, I'd better head back. I don't really understand what just happened, but thanks, Red Guy and White Guy. What interesting names that he gave them. Red Guy and White Guy. Meanwhile, Zoltrak. It sure is difficult dealing with this many enemies. Ideally, I'd want to take down that big monster first, but... No matter how many of these minions I defeat, reinforcements keep on appearing. It would be nice to have a vanguard that could relieve some of this pressure. Looks like you're having some trouble. Huh? Okay, so my guess was right. Shion did come in. I thought mages would join Fern, just like how warriors join Stark. But no, I guess she just needs a vanguard, so just a warrior type to be able to guard her. I don't think anyone in the executives is a mage. The closest thing is Shuna, but she's a priest. And Shion and the others use magic, but they're mostly warriors. What was that? What? I just sliced the entire horde. That's all. Just sliced? Hey, Shion! Don't just rush into action without thinking. How rude of you to assume that I wasn't thinking. I made sure to protect our guest, didn't I? Then show some restraint. That blast almost hit her, you know. I had it all calculated. Wait, these people have horns. And she's also reacting to them having horns, probably thinking they're demons. You must be Fern, right? I'll hold down that big boy for you. Then I shall take care of the small fry. Who are you two? We'll tell you later. So turn around and face your enemies. They're coming. What's most important right now is dealing with the threat in front of me. I don't know who these people are, but as long as I don't let my guard down. You're right. Thank you for the help. Yeah, the people they sent aren't mages, unfortunately. But I wonder, is she gonna wonder about them not being mages but still being able to cast magic? So, from what I've learned in the Frieren anime, it's like the only people that can cast magic are priests and
わかったよ。
mages.
ガラ空きだぜ。
So I don't know if she's gonna wonder, like, these non-priests slash mages are casting spells. I wonder how they do it.
わかった。手加減をしよう。
Because that would be a little interesting. Like, she questions, can everyone just use magic in this world?
これで思い。
And I wonder, are they going to explain to her what an Oni is, or are they also going to disappear, just like Benimaru and Hikaru did for Stark?
この規模の相手をするのは骨が折れます。
Frieren and Demons, Part 1. Okay, it says Frieren and Demons, so I'm really wondering, what does Demons have to do with this? Is that Carabas gonna turn out to be a demon? Or is she gonna be revealing her backstory to Rimuru and the others?
切り刻まれ
Fall to my blade! I've cleared out most of the enemies here. How's Shion doing?
ぬあ
I'm guessing he's scared of her strength, being like, damn, she just suplexed that magical beast. She said she hold it back, but I didn't think she was actually gonna wrestle the thing. As for this Fern girl, she's in the air. She must have a plan.
すごい。
Incredible!
素手であんなに
She's
大
able
き
to
な
wrestle
魔獣と
such
打ち
a
合える
big
なんて
magical beast with her bare hands.
作っていただいたコー
I
チ
can't waste this chance they've created for me. I'll deliver the best blow I can.
全力の一撃を。ゾルトラーク。
Zotrak!
来ますね。とどめの一
She's
撃が
going for the kill shot. I wonder if she just blew its head off, or if she aimed for a certain part of it, like its heart or something. So, did Shion have to dodge out of the way? Or maybe she just incinerated it all. Like Shion just held it there while Fern aimed. And once Fern released the blast, Shion had to run away before the area was destroyed. Phew!
お見事です。
Great job!
ありがとうございます。
Thank you!
稼
I
いでい
couldn't
ただ
have
け
done
て
it
とて
without
も
your
助かり
help.
ましたところで
By the way,
あなたたちは
who
一体
are you two?
あ
Oh
あ、
yeah,
詳しい説明をす
I
ると
promised
お
I'd
約
tell
束して
you
ました
later,
ね。
didn't I?
私はリムル
I
様
am
の栄えある第一
Great
秘書のシオンで
Rimuru's
す。
honorable first
こちら
secretary.
は隠密のソウエ。
And this here is Soy, a spy. Why is he acting like that? Is it because he doesn't like Shion telling people he's a spy? Because that's kind of contradictory to what spies do. It's like you shouldn't announce that someone's a spy.
リムル様の
Great Rimuru's,
お二人の額についている
what are
角
those horns on your forehead?
おお、
Oh,
これは鬼
these!
だからです。
We have these because we're Oni.
鬼
Oni?
お、
Well,
ソウエは鬼
Soe
で
is
はなく
technically an
鬼でしたね。
but we're not the same kind of Oni.
え
Huh?
鬼ではな
An
く
Oni, but not an Oni?
ねえ、鬼人から進化しま
Yes.
して。
He evolved from a
も
kaijin,
と
you
も
see.
とはオーガだったのです
Actually,
が。
he was originally an ogre.
え
Huh? Because Fern doesn't know that creatures in this world evolve. And so she wouldn't understand, You're not the same species you once were?
シオン
Shion,
お前の説
you're
明では
confusing
混
her.
乱させるだけだ
Besides,
それ
we've
に
still got work to do.
まだ全てが片付いたわけじゃない後始末は受けよう
I'll tidy things
さ
up
っさと
here,
フリーレンとやら
so
の
you
元
can
へ
go
向か
back
え
to Frieren, or whoever it is.
しかし
But I'm guessing she still has more questions she wants to ask, just to make sure they're not enemies. She probably wants to make sure they're not demons, and that she can trust them. But she has to go back and deal with the main monster.
今のは
That must be Miss Frieren.
さあ早く
Now go!
はい
Right. Now where are they going? Should they be coming with Fern so they can all team up with Rimuru and take down this creature? Unless they just want Rimuru and this group to take it down without their help. In the sky near the rift in space-time.
ゾルトラーク
Zotrak. So that wasn't strong enough, huh? It's not using any defensive magic. Is it simply just that tough? It doesn't resemble any demons I encountered back in my world. It looks more like the magical beast they have here. Well, there's no point in trying to determine what it is. After all, there's only one thing left to do. I finally managed to escape that gap in space-time and possess a body in this world. Hehehe. And on top of that, I've been welcomed with a tasty-looking feast. Oh, what a wonderful day. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not here to answer questions. Zotrak. Not even that worked, huh? What a foolish attempt. It's too bad, but you lack both the strength and intelligence to defeat me. That rift is already under my control. If you eliminate me, the rift will disappear as well. You certainly wouldn't want that, would you? I would never listen to the words of a demon. Hold on! Rimuru, you came. Of course I did. But seriously, shouldn't you refrain from attacking it so carelessly? You never know if what it's saying is true. Lying comes as naturally as breathing for a demon. You think that thing's a demon? Remember how I told you about monsters who can use our language? Hehehe. What idiocy! You have nothing to prove that my words are a lie. Zotrak. Now she's starting to hurt it. I'm guessing she's ramping up the power that she's using. Looks like that one did some damage. Okay, say your prayers. Wait, Frieren! We really shouldn't risk damaging the rift in any way. It's fine. There's no point in trying to converse with a demon. She's so adamant about that. She must have her reasons for why it's the right thing to do. Yep, if you know Frieren's backstory, you know why she hates demons so much. I know we'll have to defeat it eventually, but we can't rule out the possibility that it actually has control over the rift. In that case, I'll have to... Affirmative. I have confirmed the strategy that you are considering is feasible. I recommend that you put it into action. Great! Got the green light from Raphael! Alright, Frieren. Don't worry about the rift, and just blast away! Alright, let's get a good look at this picture. Okay, this is pretty cool. I'm guessing this is them flying in the sky of Ingrassia. I'm guessing Rimaru's using Beelzebub or some kind of dark magic, and Frieren is using Zoltrak. So it is very cool to see this, the dark and light magic working together. I wonder what combo move they're gonna do. Sounds like you have a plan. Well, it's not like I was planning on holding back anyway. How foolish! That's my line. What? Is she unleashing her full power? What is this ridiculous amount of magicules? I mean, technically, they're not exactly magicules, but... I'm not worried about the rift. After all, if I wanted to close it, I would have already done so by now. If the rift's not the problem, then perhaps it's... You're concerned about the guys who appeared from it? Yep, he was concerned by all the power that Frieren was hiding. So it was Frieren's power that Guy was concerned about. Be gone from my sight! Alright, final battle with the demon, Carabas. I am still super disappointed that it was just a Carabas. Like, is it actually a demon? I want to know that. Oh, I like how its eye is at least a different color. So it does... Wait, why did it change back to yellow? It was blue for a second, and now it's yellow again. Okay, weird. I guess the animation for when it appears is different. But yeah, it's just super disappointing that they just like to reuse the models for these collab events. Like, come on, just give us a brand new enemy. Would have been so hard to make one of the demons from Frieren be one of the boss battles or something else. Okay, so the game crashed at the end of the battle, so I couldn't see anything if anything appeared. Alright, this is the end of the event of Octagram and the Millennium Mage. Transcendental Pair. This is your end. Zoltrak. What force? I don't even think I'd survive that if I took a direct hit. So that's what Frieren is capable of doing. Grr. No way! How could I be annihilated?
滅されるとは。
Oops! I almost forgot! Swallowed it up before it disappears! Beelzebub! Now I almost feel bad for it because it got eaten up. Just like Clayman. But I'm pretty sure Rimuru wants to capture its powers, so then he has control over the rift. Just in case it was bluffing about actually controlling the rift. What did you just do then? It looked like you crushed that demon at the last moment. Ah, that was just a trump card of sorts. I didn't actually crush it. What's this? It feels like the whole world is shaking. This has to be because of the rift in space-time. It's starting to grow immensely. Like it's just been unleashed from something. You sound unfazed. This seems like quite a dangerous situation. Well, I didn't want to disrespect your choice, but I also couldn't deny the possibility of defeating the magical beast might cause something bad to happen. That's why I decided to take some safety measures. Is it almost done yet? Notice, I have completed the analysis of the monster that was just devoured. My conclusion is that it will be controllable as long as it remains within the rift in space-time. Take this action? Go for it! Seems like it stopped going berserk. Was that your doing, Rimuru? Yeah, I managed to take control of the rift, so you guys can return to your world anytime you like. I see. I guess it's all settled then. But you sure are extraordinary, Rimuru. Haha, that goes for you too. Miss Frieren, Mr. Rimuru. Are you guys alright? I'm okay. Good job, both of you. It was all thanks to the support Mr. Rimuru sent me. Yeah, I'm glad they were able to help. So, what are you going to do now? You can go back at any time you want. Well, if we can go back at any time we want, would it be alright if we stayed here for a little longer? After all, we haven't been able to properly thank you yet. I'm with Fern on this one. I want to thank you guys, but there's also someone I'd like to train under. As far as I'm concerned, you can stay here for as long as you need. In fact, I'd love to have you guys around for a little longer. After all, it's been pretty hectic, and we haven't really had a chance to get to know each other. Okay, then we'll accept your offer and stay here for a little while longer. I've been wanting to visit the Royal Library in Ingrassia, and it seems like these two want to stay too. Then shall we get going? I'm starving from all that hard work. I wonder if Diablo will come back. Thanks, Frieren. What for? Well, even though the rift was drifting, you three alone were probably more than capable of making your own way back to your own world. And despite that, you decided to stay. So thanks for fighting for the people of this world.
魔族を放置して
Well,
帰るわ
I
けにはい
couldn't
かな
simply
いか
let
ら
those
ね。
demons roam around freely.
私たちも行こ
Let's get
う。
going.
魔導書を
I'd
読む
like to
時間
spend
が欲
as
しいから
much
ね。
time as I can reading those grimoires. Haha!
この
Feel
世界
free
の
to
隙間
enjoy
だけ
this world to the
楽しんでって
fullest.
くれよ。
そう
Thanks.
させてもらう
I'll
よ。
do just that.
私たちも行こ
Alright.
う。魔導書を
That's the
読む時
end
間が欲しい
of
からね。
Octagram and the Millennium Mage Part 1/Part 2. So overall, that was a interesting event. We didn't get to see them return back to their world. So it must be in this, or maybe there's gonna be a cutscene at the end of the collab that shows them returning back to their world. Just like the Overlord collab, where it's like them returning back to their world wasn't in the main event. So we'll have to see if it's in the Predator battle. Also, there's apparently a side story event or cutscene that we can check out. So I'll have to figure out if I want to do that before the Predator battle or after the Predator battle, but we'll have to see next time. The collab was overall pretty shallow in just showing a little bit about all three of their personalities. And it was kind of random, a little bit of showing off extra characters from Slime that really didn't need to be part of this event. Like, I can't believe that the Demon Lords didn't come back into the event at all. We could have easily just had Rimuru discover the rift and then just observe the Frieren party. And then decide to go say hello after seeing them be attacked and take down a magical beast. So it was really weird that they even introduced the Demon Lords just to be concerned about Frieren. I guess because they wanted to make Frieren seem super badass with her hidden power that even Guy was afraid of. I also think it was really random to have Masayuki in this event, but he really didn't do anything. Like, he just kind of helped out in Foul Menace, and then I guess maybe in a little bit in Ingrassia, because he helped evacuate people, but he mostly contribute into helping Foul Menace's forces get stronger, because they were inspired to have the hero on their side. Masayuki really didn't do anything that noteworthy. And Diablo, he had that cute moment of bringing everyone food. Because he's a demon, I thought they were gonna do something with that, in being like, are they gonna figure out if Diablo's a demon, and how are they gonna react? Because Frieren and her party has a prejudice against demons. And I just wanted to see if they were gonna compare how demons are in Slime compared to how they are in Frieren. So I just feel like that's some missed potential from this event. Why they had so many characters that didn't really seem to have a purpose than just to give another small interaction. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed Slime Isekai Memories, Octagram and the Millennium Mage Part 1/Part 2. And if you guys enjoyed, please make sure to follow me on all my social medias like my Twitter, my Twitch, my YouTube, my DLive, my TikTok, my Kick, Rumble, and Odyssey, and check out my second YouTube channel. And like and comment on all my videos, and even join my Discord. There you can stay up to date with everything I choose to do, where my streams, videos, or anything else. But yeah, hope to see you guys next time. Bye!